For the love of the game. That's what it's all about, they say. But for those of us who are Division III student athletes, it's more than that, a lot more.
Sure, the game is important, but as we work so hard to build both mind and body, it's more about team and the schools and communities we represent.
And for the many of us blessed with the strength to compete in sport at the college level, we understand that with what we were given comes a special obligation.
An obligation not merely to work towards a personal best in the classroom or in the sport we love, but rather an obligation to help those who have their own special needs and whose love for the game is no less intense.
That is why NCAA Division III teamed up with Special Olympics. For Special Olympics athletes, victory belongs not only to those who first cross the line, but to all of those who compete and endure.
They are challenged in ways we cannot imagine. They are survivors who test themselves harder and with greater joy than we will ever know.
Since August of 2011, we and others from Division III campus communities have volunteered more than 250,000 hours, time away from the classroom and practice field, reaching across the country to coach and mentor Special Olympics athletes.
And to learn, as we all do, that in giving we receive so much more in return.
Sport ennobles us, and in giving the gift of sport to those for whom it seemed an impossible dream, we are working to make this a better world.
Help us keep that dream alive.
Be part of it.
Get involved.
You can make a difference.
Back inside Geiseman Gymnasium, once again, I'm CJ Sellner on the Cougars Sports Network. Glad you could join us here alongside Joel Krenz, Irene Swift on the camera for you today. Glad you could be here with us as we get set for the final game of the 2018-19 season here inside Geiseman Gymnasium. Once again, glad you could join us here. Cougar Basketball powered by Lutheran Public Radio. Listen to sacred music anytime, anywhere on the LPR app. Just over 4 minutes to tip senior day here at Geiseman.
When you're in college, you kind of find out who you are. And throughout your 4 years, you develop yourself with all the different experiences, which leads into dedicating yourself to your community, to your family. So when you're a senior, you're coming out a well-rounded person.
College has given me the flexibility to pursue my passions and my interests outside of the classroom and outside of the court or field. I've had the ability to get into different activities and organizations, and I've recreated my identity for myself aside from just being an athlete.
Getting to be involved in a lot of different things, ranging from obviously being a student athlete to getting involved with my campus and my community, and not only being allowed to do that, but being encouraged to do that.
The opportunity to be able to study what I wanted to and continue to play the sport I love, to have the professors know me on a personal level, all of those things came together very nicely in one package in Division III.
Being a part of the different activities and organizations that I've been a part of, I'm actually able to see myself where I'm like, hey, I actually can make a change. I'm one person that can make a difference. It really helps you develop thinking from other people's perspectives and looking at problems from outside the box.
Division III has helped me to develop teamwork skills, critical thinking skills, time management skills.
I've definitely learned how to really be myself. I found out, yes, I am actually a good leader, and yes, I can actually put myself forward because I am good enough. I can do it.
Coming in to college, I just wanted to get good grades and to do well. But it also made me realize that I have a lot of different career goals, and I've learned so much about myself that I was always like growing and changing.
When I got to college, it forced me to step up and become more of a leader. And I think that was something I had the capability of doing. And forever grateful that being at a Division III school gave me that opportunity.
You have to dedicate your time in the classroom, you have to dedicate your time in the gym, on the field, on the court.
Our coaches and the entirety of the athletic department, they valued the student athlete going out into community and trying something new and getting involved in campus life.
You can get involved in so many different things So the possibilities are truly limitless for what you can do with your college experience. You can kind of make it your own in the Division III setting. So I would encourage people who want to have flexibility to pursue different interests and passions to go D3.
Back inside Geiseman Gymnasium, once again, I'm CJ Sellner on the Cougar Sports Network. Joel Krenz, Irene Swift here, bringing you all the action today as we get set for game number 1 of our doubleheader as the 2018-19 season comes to a close. Starting lineups coming up in just a few moments. National anthem time here at Geiseman. We'll get you set up with everything you need to know here on the Cougar Sports Network in just a few moments. You're listening to Cougar Basketball, powered by Lutheran Public Radio. Listen to sacred music anytime, anywhere on the LPR app. Back inside Geiseman Gymnasium, once again, I'm CJ Sellner alongside Joel Krenz, Irene Swift. Glad you're here with us today. Cougar Basketball, powered by Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A in Melrose Park. Eat more chicken. Let's meet your starting lineups for today's matchup. First, for the visiting Spartans of Aurora University. At a guard, a 5'8 sophomore from Genoa, Illinois, number 3, Julie Galaner. At a guard, a 5'7 senior from Mount Pleasant, Texas, number 15, Bailey Edwards. At a guard, a 5'7 senior from Moline, Illinois, number 20, Alyssa Brems. At a forward, a 5'10 junior from Liberty Township, Ohio, number 22, Maya Robbie. And rounding out the starting lineup for the Spartans here today, 5'7 senior forward from Addison, Illinois, number 25, Rachel Baumgartner. And the starting lineup for your Concordia University Chicago Cougars. At a guard, a 5'5 senior from Houston, Texas, number 11, Jessica Slomchek. At a guard, a 5'5 senior from Tinley Park, Illinois, number 13, Kayla Holliker. At a forward, a 5'10 junior from River Forest, Illinois, number 14, Crystal Court. And rounding out the starting lineup for today are two newcomers for the CUC this season. Sam Bloom, the 5'4 sophomore guard from North Riverside, and the 6-foot freshman forward from Gary, Indiana, number 31, Jada Dixon. Head coach of the Cougars is Lauren Rosengarten in her first season. Joel, first off, welcome to the broadcast booth. You've been up here.
I have been up here, yes.
Now I made the great decision that you should be able to talk.
Yes, I actually get to voice my own opinions and get to, get to announce the game a little bit, so I'm excited.
It should be a good one today. You've been through this already this season. I know it was a sad day, but a senior day, how is this emotionally for the players on the court?
It's a weird feeling, senior day, because, you're excited. You're excited to go on to the next chapter of your life, but you're sad that this is the last time that you'll actually play in this jersey, and you remember all the times you had, and I think they're going to enjoy it out there. I know I did. So
40 minutes of basketball scheduled here from Geiseman. Should be fun here today. Aurora in the away gray uniforms, blue numbers, white trim. Cougars in the home whites with maroon numbers and black trim. Final games of the 2018-19 season Once again, CJ Selner, Irene Swift, and Joel Krenz. Glad you could join us here for the Cougar basketball action today. Final games here inside Geiseman this season. Not the final time we'll be inside Geiseman, knowing that we have men's volleyball coming up.
That's
here.
a nice change of pace this year. We get to.
We'll have to learn a few things when it comes.
We
to
will,
here
yeah.
For the first time.
Yeah.
Opening tip here at Geiseman. Aurora looking for seeding here today, so they are playing for something, not knowing exactly where they're going and who they're going to play come playoff time. CUC looking to close the season on a high note, celebrating their two seniors today, Kayla Holliker and Jessica Slomchek. The Spartans do have one of the top offensive threats in the conference as that shot's off the mark. Julie Galaner leads the team with a 19.7 points per game average. That also ranks first in the NACC. So tall task for CUC today, trying to end the season on a high note. Aurora trying to have some offensive and defensive clarity as they head into the postseason as Crystal Core puts one up and off the glass and in. Two 0 Cougars lead it here in the early goings. It'll be out of bounds. It will stay with the Spartans. 18 seconds to shoot. .902 remaining here in the opening quarter. Layup is up and good out of the hands of Maya Robbie. Inside core, drive right side, too strong off the glass. CUC looking to build after a tough loss to Benedictine, a team that was trying to make an impression for the tournament committee as that turned over into the hands of the Spartans. Up to the top, now 20 to shoot for Aurora. And there's going to be a foul called off the ball on Sam Bloom. Her first, team's first. Special guest on the PA system today, Kayla Holliker's dad, with the experience getting to run the mic for his daughter's final game here at CUC, a 3-year player for the Cougars.
Yeah, Kayla transferred in from Blackburn a couple of years ago. Or it was, yeah, and McMurray, was it? McMurray, that's what it was. And she's really provided a great spark three-pointer. She will shoot it from anywhere. I have seen her make it from near half court in the half-court set.
I wouldn't be surprised if she pulls one.
I wouldn't doubt it.
I kind of. Course shot blocked inside and taken away by the Spartans. Aurora as a team offensively averages just under 71 points per game. Over 72 points per game in conference play. Deep three is
There's that three-point shot. Yep.
Is up and good for Alyssa Brems. Aurora off to a 7-2 advantage here on a 7-0 run over the last 2 minutes. Ended by a long two out of the hands of Crystal Core. She's kind of developed that game throughout the season and getting that longer range two kind of into play. Yeah,
I think she's realized that, that she'll be a lot more effective if she's able to get that jump shot outside going down. So once she gets that, then whenever they close on her, she can drive to the basket and make things a lot easier for herself and her teammates.
7 minutes remaining here in the first. Drive right side through the defense. Pull-up jumper, good over the front of the rim, out of the hands of Julie Galaner. .94 here in the early goings. Dixon from range is off the mark, and it will be saved. No, it will be out of bounds.
It looks like he signaled Concordia ball, but I think he meant Aurora, yeah.
I was getting confused.
I was confused on that.
Referee says it with confidence. I'm going to buy it. (9-4) here. Aurora leads it. Good cut, drive, high off the glass, shot no good. Fight underneath, offensive board, put back up too strong. Aurora recovers it again, but it's lost in the hands of Sam Bloom. Drive coast to coast. Bloom's layup no good. Galaner might have gotten a piece of that on the way up.
I like the aggressiveness. Finish just wasn't there that time.
Feed inside. Cougars lose a girl underneath, and it's an easy layup for Bailey Edwards. Drive inside, foul will be called, and they'll send Michaela Thornton to line to shoot 2. Foul is on it'll be on number 3, Julie Galaner. Her first, team's first. 2 free throws coming here for Michaela Thornton. Thornton, the junior from Oak Park, averages just over 9 points per game for CUC this season. It is a 54% free throw shooter as she knocks down the second. 11-6 here. Aurora leads it. Right wing. Now to the top. Swung left side. Inside once again. Holliker got a piece of it underneath. And it will get tied up. And the possession arrow favors the Spartans. They'll have 7 seconds to shoot. Edwards to inbound will have to go long to Baumgartner. Now under 5 to shoot. Wants to drive, tipped away Bloom. Long 3 at the buzzer's off the mark. And they're going to call a shot clock violation. Head coach Ryan Rebsum not happy.
I think he thought it hit the rim.
Which it did.
And I'm pretty sure it did. And I think that's what he's complaining to the referees about there.
3 for Bloom, up and good with a hand in her face. Pulls CUC back within 2. Over halfway through quarter number 1 here at Geiseman. Up in the top, fed inside. Battle in the post, right-handed. The baby hook is up and good for Maya Robbie. 5'10 junior able to battle down low with Dixon. Core hesitates, drive left side, layup no good, but a foul put her at the line to shoot 2. Foul is on number 25, Rachel Baumgartner, the 5'7 senior from Addison. Her first personal, second team foul. 2 free throws coming here for junior Crystal Core. Core a 68% free throw shooter on the season. First of 2 is well off the mark. Substitution on the Aurora side. Adriana Ramirez, the 6'1 senior from La Punta, California. One more free throw here for Core. Second free throw is up and good. Core had back-to-back double-doubles last week against Rockford and Dominican, including a 20-plus point effort against Rockford. Up top and backed out by Edwards. 15 to shoot. Jumper up, no good. Fight for the loose ball underneath. Aurora gets it again, but it's blocked by Thornton.
That was great defense. Kept her hands straight up.
Thornton ahead in transition, wisely backs it out as she didn't have a lane to get to the hoop. She'll reset with under 20. Screen from Core. Inside Core, wants to drive left side. Good strong move to the rim there by Crystal Core.
Good move right there.
Cougars back within 1. At the top, drive, good job cutting it off there. Drive left side, strong take, blocked away by Thornton. They'll throw it ahead.
Looks like she stepped out of bounds. I'm pretty sure it was that same play that we had the other day. Whenever she, you run from out of bounds.
Cannot be the first one to touch the ball after establishing.
I don't think I'd seen that called in my few years here.
I'd like to see that you're actually paying attention for more than once.
I know, me too. I'm finally getting it.
Under 3 to go here in the first. Drive right side.
Oh my goodness gracious!
Away by Dixon. Dixon in a head transition, layup's good, and the Cougars take their first lead, and we have a timeout on the floor taken by Aurora. 2:42 remaining here in the first. It'll be a full timeout on the floor. We'll take one too. 2:42 remaining in the first. Cougar basketball powered by Lutheran Public Radio. Listen to sacred music anytime, anywhere on the LPR app.
I just wanted to get good grades and to do well. But it also made me realize that I have a lot of career goals.
You're there to get a full college experience, not only participate in your sport, but participate in things outside of that. And it's all about growing as a person.
My coaches have helped me with figuring out who I really am. Their lives are dedicated for us to succeed.
Back inside Geiseman Gymnasium, you needed effort. You needed that. CUC with nothing to play for except their seniors. Well, they've come out and gave a strong performance here in the opening quarter thus far.
Yeah, they've come out really firing on all cylinders. And, you know, I have to give credit to that defense that they're playing. They're playing a stiff defense, and inside they're keeping their hands straight up, not fouling, and good defense leads to better offense, and it's showing tonight.
Well, and this is something that we've talked about throughout the year, on or off air, since this is your first time on air, but the development of Dixon defensively, especially with her athleticism and size inside, she might not play a traditional 5, as there's a foul, and it's going to be an offensive foul on Aurora.
Yep.
Bailey Edwards, she went head first into Michaela Thornton.
You know, the energy tonight from everyone looks really good in here. The bench is going crazy. The fans are pretty excited. It's a really good environment today on a nice Saturday afternoon.
Inbound will be to Dixon. Bloom has it, cues up a 3 left side. That's off front iron, no good. CUC on a 10-2 run over the last 3 minutes and 19 seconds.
Offensive foul again.
Another offensive foul on Aurora as Galaner knocked Bloom off. Ryan Rebsum, the head coach of the Spartans, on the referee's ear on the near side. Second personal foul on Galaner. 4th team foul of the quarter. 2:23 remaining here in the first. Cougars leading 14-13. Sam looking to run off her defender, now finds Core. Kicks, right side, Dixon, long 2, no good. And the Spartans will bring it away once again. Thornton nearly came away with the steal there. And they're going to have a foul called on Thornton with a push-off. Her first, team second. Spin move, drive, shot, block.
Oh.
No, they're going to get a late whistle, I believe, on Core. And it will be on Core, her first personal, team third, and it'll result in 2 free throws for Julie Galaner. First of 2 is up and good. Galaner, a sophomore from Genoa, Illinois.
You got to be careful putting Aurora at the line. They lead the conference in percentage at 75%, so putting them at the line is a dangerous situation.
Second free throw is up and good.
Right there.
And that's what you're going to see as a common theme, especially a team like Aurora that's going into the playoffs. Free throw shooting is usually not one of your weaknesses.
No. And they've showed it. You know, they're we were talking earlier, they're a little above average in pretty much every category, but free throw shooting is
3
their
up,
best.
no good for Dixon. Thornton recovers, and CUC has a fresh 30. Thornton has it, floater in the lane, too strong. Edwards dribbles off Thornton and recovers. 77 seconds remaining here in the first. Galaner with a three with a hand in her face is no good. Ray will bring it away. It's been a game of runs thus far through the opening quarter. Bloom has it, getting a screen from Dixon. Feeds on the roll, drive to the hoop with contact, and it's good.
Good play. Textbook pick and roll right there.
Under a minute to go, Cougars reclaim the lead, 16-15. Aurora taking their time offensively. Dribbled in, it'll be a turnover into the hands of the Cougars. Third turnover for the Spartans here in the quarter. Thornton has it, had a chance to launch a three. Cora at good position in the post as well. 4-second difference between shot clock and game clock as that three's off the mark and tipped out by Core. CUC can take the last shot of the quarter if they want it. Kicked, Bloom for three. It's good.
Bang! Sam Bloom for three.
Cougars with a 19-15 lead here. Final waning seconds of the quarter. At the buzzer, three is no good. Cougars lead this one 19-15 after one quarter of play. You're watching Cougar basketball on the Cougar Sports Network, powered by Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A in Melrose Park. Eat more chicken.
Being a part of the different activities and organizations that I've been a part of, I'm actually able to see myself where I'm like, hey, I actually can make a change. I'm one person that can make a difference.
Division III has helped me to develop teamwork skills, critical thinking skills, time management skills.
It's not just about basketball, or it's not just about school. It's about developing yourself as a person altogether.
Back inside Geiseman Gymnasium once again. I'm CJ Sellner on the Cougar Sports Network. Glad you're here with us today. Joel Krenz, Irene Swift here with you this afternoon. We'll have plenty of people to thank for all the production of the 2018-19 season, but these two, Joel and Irene, thank you for all you've done.
Absolutely.
I know you can't say it on air, Irene, but thank you for everything you've done so far this season, and we look forward to another spring, which we know how crazy that's going to be.
Oh, yeah.
But for what we have going on right here, great first quarter performance. Crystal Core leads with 7 points.
Yeah, I would say that was one of the best first quarters I've seen us play all year. We came out of we got down in the beginning, but the best thing about it was that we didn't get down as a team. We came back and we realized it's a long game. So
CUC on a 5-0 run over the last 2 minutes, 10-2 over the last 4:41 of that quarter. They lead 19-15. CUC shoots 41% in that first quarter. Aurora shoots 6 of 16, 37%. Drive, and CUC opens the quarter with a basket by Michaela Thornton. About as spirited of a performance as CUC's had thus far.
This press has really given Aurora some fits, actually.
On the floor to begin the quarter for CUC, it's Core, Dixon, Southall, Thornton, and Ray. For the Spartans, it's Edwards, Brems, Galaner, Ramirez, and Kaler. Foul called there on CUC. It'll be on number 20, Deja Southall. Southall, the 5'7" freshman from Chicago. Fresh 30 for the Spartans to inbound. Ramirez has it, kicks. Kaler for three, it's off the mark, and Thornton will bring it away. Thornton in transition to Southall. Layup's good. Held on the rim for a while, but the freshman's able to get one down, and Aurora takes a timeout. 30-second timeout on the floor. We'll take a quick one, too. 9:09 remaining here in the second quarter. 23-15, your score here at Geiseman. Back inside Geiseman Gymnasium once again. Cougar basketball brought to you in part by Doc Ryan's. Doc Ryan's on Madison Street, always there for all your Cougar postgame needs. 9:09 remaining here in the second quarter. Cougars lead this one by 8 on a 9-0 run. Final game of the 18-19 season. Swung up top in the hands of Kaler. Under 20 to shoot, now to Brems. Galaner hasn't moved on the left-hand side, guarded by Bloom. Loose ball stolen away by Thornton. Thornton was looking for a running mate in transition. Throws it out to Bloom. Bloom picked up by Galaner, who's got to be careful playing with two personals. Thornton across the circle. Spin move in the lane, and the jumper's up and good. CUC's got everything clicking offensively thus far. Drive Edwards, bounce pass, short jumper. Ramirez is too strong, and Southall rips it away from Edwards. Cougars with numbers forward to Bloom. Finds Thornton, couldn't handle the pass initially. Kicked out now Core. Wanted to find Southall, but the pass was too hot and thrown out of bounds.
Good idea, just a little fast on the pass.
Kayla Holliker will return to the lineup, replacing Thornton. 10-point lead here for CUC. Aurora took the lone matchup between these two schools this season. 91-76, that game played in Aurora. Two sides have split the last 6 matchups as that shot is high and into the hands of Dixon. Bloom to the rim, got too far under. Layup no good. Second chance is good, though, for Crystal Core. CUC on a 23-4 run over the last 9 minutes. Galaner to the rim, tough shot, and she'll get bailed out with a blocking foul. Foul will be on Dixon, her first personal. First team foul. First free throw up and good for Julie Galaner. Substitutions on the Aurora side include Rachel Baumgartner and Maya Robbie. One more free throw coming here for Galaner, and it is up and good.
Now Aurora's coming out in a press. I don't think the Cougars realize it.
And CUC got caught, and it was a quick but smart timeout called. It'll be a 30-second timeout on the floor. We'll keep it right here. Cougar basketball, powered by Lutheran Public Radio. Listen to sacred music anytime, anywhere on the LPR app. Cougar men coming up following the conclusion of this one. Senior Mitch Policier has a chance to move to second in the all-time scoring ranks. So that'll be a fun one to watch this afternoon. It's crazy to think, after all the basketball we've watched this season, that it's already February 16th and the season's coming to a close.
I still remember the first game here. And it goes by fast. It goes by fast.
It goes by very fast. It'll be Cougar basketball on the near side.
Aurora staying in the press.
CUC able to break the press, but Bloom threw it too tall for Holliker and out of bounds. CUC working with a 10-point lead here, trying to play spoiler here to the Aurora seeding. As where they're playing and who they're playing is yet to be determined. They know it will be on the road. Currently they sit as the 5 seed, but they have locked up a spot in the conference tournament. Screen set, 3 taken from the top is no good. CUC out rebounding the Spartans 14-11 thus far. CUC with 16 points in the paint as Bloom's 3 is off the mark. Galaner to bring it up, picked up by Core. Screen set and handed across. Edwards will pop a three from the right side. It's too strong. Southall had it, lost control of it, and it was tipped out of bounds by Baumgartner in transition. Cougars will have it with 25 to shoot as Michaela Thornton returns to the lineup for Dixon. Bloom to inbound. It'll be up top. Thornton left wide open. She'll pop a three, and it's good.
Good shot.
Largest lead of the day for the Cougars at 13-17. Excuse me, 30-17.
I was going to say,
13-point lead. Galaner quickly to the rim. Good hesitation.
Yeah, that was
she
nice.
hung up in the air there.
That was nice.
Under 6 to go here in the opening half. Core and Thornton both lead with 9 points apiece. Drive, Thornton, layup good off the left-hand side. This is about as aggressive as we've seen Michaela Thornton play this season.
She's confident. She made a couple buckets, and, you know, that really helps.
Yeah. You're going to get a foul called on Holliker on a reach-in.
A little aggressive there on that one.
First personal on Holliker, third team foul of the quarter.
Ooh.
Cougars without numbers as Core comes away with a steal. Looks to push in transition, and they're going to get her for a travel. Wasn't quite sure whether to drop that to Southall or go up with it. 5:22 remaining here in the quarter. CUC continuing to bring the pressure up front. Edwards in transition, kicks, open look for three for Brems is too good. Tipped out by Core into the hands of Bloom. Southall on the run, layup good. And there's a timeout on the floor taken by the Spartans. It will be a full timeout on the floor. We'll take one too. 5:0 run remaining here in the second quarter. You're listening to Cougar Basketball, powered by Lutheran Public Radio. Listen to sacred music anytime, anywhere.
College has given me the flexibility to pursue my passions and my interests, and I've recreated my identity for myself aside from just being an athlete.
My greatest personal discovery has been that I am capable of doing things that I didn't know I was capable of doing.
To be able to study what I wanted to and continue to play the sport I love, all of those things came together very nicely in one package in Division III.
Back inside Geiseman Gymnasium once again. CJ Sellner, Joel Krenz, Irene Swift here for you today, bringing you all the Cougar basketball action. CUC shooting 54% from the field. Michaela Thornton leads with 9, followed by Core with 9, Thornton with 11. CUC on a 25-6 run over the last 9 minutes and 41 seconds. Aurora just one of their last 12 from the field. And it's been due to a lot of defensive pressure for CUC and a lot of active hands in the passing lanes.
Yeah, even if you're not going to steal every time, having active hands, poking balls away, disrupts an entire offense. So that really, when your offense gets disrupted, you take bad shots, can't get rebounds, Cougars are taking advantage.
5:01 remaining here in the second quarter. Cougars leading at 34-19. They've come out with a lot of energy and have really brought it so far today, and they'll pick up in the full court once again here. And they have a quick foul called on the inbound. Will be on Sam Bloom. Her second personal, fourth team foul. So on the next foul, Aurora will have a chance to shoot, and this time they're going to get an offensive foul as Bloom got pushed off by Julie Galaner. So the foul on Galaner is her third personal. So big foul trouble for the star guard for the Spartans. Marissa Coping will come in for Galaner. We're a team, though, that despite the numbers for Galaner this season has 4 players averaging in double figures. So they do have plenty of other offensive options. Pass left side, Holliker from range, and it's good. Senior knocks down to her first triple of the night.
Well,
and it wasn't from the 60305 zip code.
That was all the way out in Tinley Park where she shot that from.
Lead stands at 18. CUC continuing to add on. Aurora just trying to find their legs here in this one. 3 hosted off the right side is off the mark. Fight for the loose ball, and Dixon comes away with it. Thornton has it, looking to push. Flips southpaw, and they're going to get a push underneath. And it'll give the Cougars a fresh 30. Foul on the Spartans, number 12, Coping. Her first, team second. Cougar substitution will be Annika Ray coming in for Southall. So CUC to inbound underneath, trying to get the lead to 20 for the first time today. Backed out Thornton. Now Ray with 25 to shoot. High post Dixon. Ray will step into a 3 from the top. It's off front iron, no good. And they're going to get an over the back called on Dixon. Foul on Dixon is her second personal. And 5th team foul. And it's a double bonus situation, sending the Spartans to the line. We talked about it late in that about midway through that first quarter, Joel, how CUC kind of needed to clean things up and turn up the pressure. We keep adding to the total, a 33-8 run over the last 12 minutes.
Yeah, they have done exactly what their plan was to do. They wanted to speed up Aurora by that press. And, yeah, Coach had a great game plan, and it definitely worked. Even a good free throw shooting team like this, she missed the first one, you know. You never know why that is.
Aurora with 8 turnovers here thus far, as the second free throw is up and good. It's out of the hands of Maya Robbie. Ashley Measle making her first appearance of the day. Ahead, Ray. Open look for 3 is off back iron, no good. Core with the
Good
offensive
rebound.
board, a lot of contact, and they'll finally get a foul called. Foul is on number 12, Coping. That's her second personal. So Galaner with 3, Coping with 2. 3rd team foul on the Spartans. Aurora with just 2 timeouts remaining. Coach Rebsum has had to use 3 timeouts here in the opening half. Holliker has it well outside. Swung back, open from the C. It's
Oh,
good.
my goodness.
Oh, my goodness. A 20-point Cougar lead here at
Showing
Geiseman.
out on senior day.
Cougars come away with the steal. Ahead, Holliker. Has it, wants to drive. Layup, and she'll go to line to shoot
Play.
2.
I was ready for her to pull up for a 3 in
I
transition.
thought she
there.
was going to from the volleyball line.
I think that's what the defender was, too.
So we'll send the senior Kayla Holliker to the line to shoot 2. Holliker on the season is 1 of 6 from the free throw line. She prefers much longer than this range, as the first is up and good. Holliker now with 7 points on 2 of 2 shooting. Foul there was on Rachel Baumgartner of the Spartans, her second personal. Second free throw is off the mark for Holliker. 21-point Cougar lead. Be hard to believe if you told me you saw this one coming here today. But CUC has come out and given absolutely spirited performance here through the first half.
I love the effort that they have.
And this is what Coach Rosengarten has talked about a lot this season, that when this team gives consistent high-level effort, that they're very tough to beat. Shot blocked
right there
by Ray. Because we've seen it this year. You take that Wisconsin Lutheran game. Granted, it was a loss, but the effort that this team gave against somebody that's well above them in the standings was really remarkable to watch.
This is a team that when they put it all together for a full 40 minutes, they can easily be in the playoff hunt. No doubt about it.
Nearly tipped away. Shot at the buzzer is no good, and it'll be a shot clock violation and given to the Cougars. And this team's shown it at a lot of points. And granted, you're losing 2 seniors in Jessica Slomchik and Kayla Holliker after today's game. But you look at this roster up and down. Other than that, you're bringing back
a lot of young talent here.
The whole core of this
team.
team.
A lot of young talent, along with, who knows who you're going to get next year. So I'm really looking forward to it next year.
41-20 your score here at Geiseman. 2:33 remaining here in the second quarter. Thornton kicks, swung around Measle. Up the top, Ray thought about jumping into a three. Now Thornton will take one from the left side, and it's good.
They can't miss.
Michaela Thornton with 14 points. CUC with 6 long balls so far today. They're shooting 40% from downtown, 54% from the floor. As Coach Rebsum empties his bench, he'll have a line change next at ball.
Man, he is not happy. He is not happy.
CUC on a 40-9 run over the last 13 minutes.
Wow.
Not a number I've seen on my stat sheet very often. Drive inside, kicked up top, picked up by Core, and another shot clock violation.
This is incredible.
Second straight shot clock violation. 11 turnovers now on the Spartans here in the first half. That's turned into 12 CUC points. Here, Coach Rosengard, I don't know if you want halftime to come with as much effort and intensity as your team's brought here in the first half.
Yeah, no kidding.
Thornton has it, wants to drive, threw it right into the breadbasket of Emily Petrosky. A fresh line on for the Spartans as that three's off the mark. Aurora just 1 for 10 from downtown here today. Gray with it, wants to drive. Gets cut off by Kaler. 3 for Thornton, and she's feeling it today. 17 first half points for Michaela Thornton as this lead continues to balloon. Final minute here of the first half. 3 up, Galaner, no good. Fight for the rebound, saved by Southall. Good hustle there on the baseline. Thornton left wide open. Why not? Why not? CUC leads it by 30 here in the first half.
20 first half points.
20 first half points.
She's tied Aurora herself.
Shot up and no good, and that's about as good as you can put it, Joel. Foul is on Anna Correa. CUC on a 13-0 run over the last 3 minutes and 17 seconds. A 46-11 run over the last 16 minutes. As Michaela Tilton and Jessica Slomchek come back into the Cougar lineup. Shot clock turned off here. CUC leading this one 50-20. Second free throw, rims in and out, no good. CUC can take the last shot of the half if they want it. Crowd into it here at Geiseman today. CUC leading by 30. Swung to Tilton, now under 10. Tilton looks to take the last shot. She'll queue up a long 3. That's well off the mark and no good, and that will bring us to the end of the first half. And what a first half it was, Joel.
Half.
50-20, CUC leads it. Michaela Thornton, 20 first half points. She took care of the Spartans in the first half, and the team took care of everything
Everybody's
else.
making everything right now. They're getting open shots, running their sets, and just hitting. I mean, they're making them. And Michaela's playing with the most confidence I've ever seen her play. It's great.
CUC shoots 56% in the first half, 44% from downtown as CUC hits 8 threes in the half. You talk about a team that scored 20 points in the paint, got 24 points off their bench in that half. Aurora, led by Galaner with 8 on 2 of 5 shooting. She picked up 3 first half fouls, so she had to sit in foul trouble. Galaner, a player for the Spartans that averages almost 35 minutes a game. Aurora shoots 25% in that first half, 1 of 11 from downtown. Aurora, a team that normally shoots 34% from deep. They've dug themselves a hole that is going to be a tough one to come out of here at Geiseman. 15-minute halftime here at Geiseman. Cougars lead this one 50-20. They close the first half on a 46-11 run over the last 16 and a half minutes. We'll take a break, get you set up with second half action here from Geiseman in just a little bit. 50-20, your score here at halftime. Cougar basketball brought to you by Chick-fil-A. Eat more chicken.
When you're in college, you kind of find out who you are. And throughout your 4 years, you develop yourself with all the different experiences, which leads into dedicating yourself to your community, to your family. So when you're a senior, you're coming out a well-rounded person.
College has given me the flexibility to pursue my passions and my interests outside of the classroom and outside of the court or field. I've had the ability to get into different activities and organizations, and I've recreated my identity for myself aside from just being an athlete.
Getting to be involved in a lot of different things, ranging from obviously being a student athlete to getting involved with my campus and my community, and not only being allowed to do that, but being encouraged to do that.
The opportunity to be able to study what I wanted to and continue to play the sport I love, to have the professors know me on a personal level, all of those things came together very nicely in one package in Division III.
Being a part of the different activities and organizations that I've been a part of, I'm actually able to see myself where I'm like, hey, I actually can make a change. I'm one person that can make a difference. It really helps you develop thinking from other people's perspectives and looking at problems from outside the box.
Division III has helped me to develop teamwork skills, critical thinking skills, time management skills.
I've definitely learned how to really be myself. I found out, yes, I am actually a good leader, and yes, I can actually put myself forward because I am good enough. I can do it.
Coming in to college, I just wanted to get good grades and to do well. But it also made me realize that I have a lot of different career goals, and I've learned so much about myself that I was always like growing and changing.
When I got to college, it forced me to step up and become more of a leader. And I think that was something I had the capability of doing. And forever grateful that being a Division III school gave me that opportunity.
You have to dedicate your time in the classroom. You have to dedicate your time in the gym, on the field, on the court.
Our coaches and the entirety of the athletic department, they valued the student athlete going out to community and trying something new and getting involved in campus life.
You can get involved in so many different things. So the possibilities are truly limitless for what you can do with your college experience. You can kind of make it your own in the Division III setting. So I would encourage people who want to have flexibility to pursue different interests and passions to go D3.
For the love of the game. That's what it's all about, they say. But for those of us who are Division III student athletes, it's more than that, a lot more.
Sure, the game is important, but as we work so hard to build both mind and body, it's more about team and the schools and communities we represent.
And for the many of us blessed with the strength to compete in sport at the college level, we understand that with what we were given comes a special obligation.
An obligation not merely to work towards a personal best in the classroom or in the sport we love, but rather an obligation to help those who have their own special needs and whose love for the game is no less intense.
That is why NCAA Division III teamed up with Special Olympics. For Special Olympics athletes, victory belongs not only to those who first cross the line, but to all of those who compete and endure.
They are challenged in ways we cannot imagine. They are survivors who test themselves harder and with greater joy than we will ever know.
Since August of 2011, we and others from Division III campus communities have volunteered more than 250,000 hours, time away from the classroom and practice field, reaching across the country to coach and mentor Special Olympics athletes.
And to learn, as we all do, that in giving we receive so much more in return.
Sport ennobles us. And in giving the gift of sport to those for whom it seemed an impossible dream, we are working to make this a better world.
Help us keep that dream alive.
Be part of it.
Get involved.
You can make a difference.
Back inside Geiseman Gymnasium. Once again, I'm CJ Sellner on the Cougar Sports Network. Just about to get the second half underway here from Geiseman. CJ Sellner here alongside with me today, Joel Krenz, our producer / color guy for the day.
Oh, yeah.
And then Irene Swift on the camera bringing you all the action here today. In action on a Saturday afternoon. CUC leading this one 50-20 on what was just a complete performance. It wasn't just like that CUC shot the lights out. Yes, you shoot over 50% in the half, but you talk about a team that held Aurora, a team that averages over 70 points a game, to 20 first half points.
I think the biggest thing is, the defense. You know, we'll have halves where we score 50 points, but the fact that we can hold Aurora to only 20 points, and this is a team that is, that shoots, pretty good from the field. Like overall, this is a fairly good, solid offensive team. Holding them like this, and they can't score a point. It's incredible.
CUC leading 50-20, and the real story offensively for CUC, Michaela Thornton has found her niche and her groove.
20 points in the first half. I don't think I've seen
a career high in the first half.
Was that a career high?
Career high.
Oh my gosh.
CUC also closed on a 46-11 run over the last 16 minutes for that half. A 13-0 run over the last 3.5 minutes of that first half. Aurora will go left to right in the gray uniforms here at Geiseman. CUC will go right to left in the white uniforms. Drive inside. Galaner was charged with 3 personals in that half. The leading scorer of the conference was held in check for the most part. And there's a technical foul given. It was a technical foul given to Maya Robbie. I wasn't looking.
He was. I can't. From my angle here, I can't quite see what he did. But I think the call was 3 seconds in the lane.
It was called a travel.
Oh, it's called travel.
Called a travel, and then the technical. So, a technical foul assessed to Robbie. It'll be Sam Bloom at the line shooting the free throws. Missed the first, hit the second. So Robbie will come out of the game and get replaced by Ramirez. And after the travel, the Cougars will get the ball back. So a 21-point Cougar lead. 31-point Cougar lead.
31, yeah. Either way.
Either way.
Either way, it'd be a good lead.
It'll be Cougar ball. Aurora applying the pressure. CUC did a good job applying the pressure themselves in that first half, forcing 12 first half turnovers. CUC with 15 points off those turnovers in the half. CUC also got 24 points off the bench, 20 of those coming from Thornton. Shot up, no good. Fight for the rebound, and they're going to get Dixon for an over the back. A late whistle there. Foul on Dixon is her 3rd personal. First team foul against CUC in the quarter. On the floor for CUC in the second half, the original starting 5 of Slomchek, Holliker, Core, Bloom, Dixon. For the Spartans now, it's Edwards, Brems, Baumgartner, Galaner, Ramirez. Jumper, Ramirez is too strong.
Strong board by Core.
Core ahead, wanted to find Bloom, but it got knocked out of bounds by Ramirez. He'll stay Cougar ball with 26 to shoot. Swung Holliker.
She wanted that one.
She thought about throwing that one from the Sears Tower. Now it'll be Bloom for 3. That's off the mark.
The Willis Tower, CJ. Come on now.
I'm a diehard original. What can I say?
I get it.
Shot no good. Core looks to bring it forward in transition once again. Got tripped up.
Way to keep her feet.
Under 20 to shoot to Bloom at the top. Swung right side, Slomchek. Senior will cue up a 3. That's short, no good.
It's their own board.
Offensive board, and CUC has a fresh 30. Left side, Slomchek for 2 is no good. Galaner brings it down, her 3rd board. Dating back to the first half, Aurora scoreless over the last 5.5 minutes. And they're going to get a foul called on Sam Bloom. That'll be her third personal. Coach Rosengarten wanted another offensive foul. Galaner's been frustrated all day with the Cougar defense, especially with how good and how much that she's been face guarded by Bloom.
Yeah, Bloom is staying on her.
Under 8 to go here in the third. Right side, 3 hoisted up is off the mark. Galaner able to run it down. Aurora now just 1 of 11 shooting from downtown.
Oh, wow.
As Galaner hits an off-balance jumper from the baseline. Thornton swings to Bloom. Back slam check, left wide open. Passed up on it, look for 3. Now will take a long 2.
Good shot.
The senior gets her first basket of the day. Cougars lead stands at 31. Swung up top, inside Ramirez, deflected and stolen away by CUC. To Slomchek. Now Holliker thought about a 3 from range, but then thought better. Thornton wants to go baseline, tough shot inside, too strong. Gets her own offensive
like the
board,
aggression.
recover. Slomchek now open, look for 3. Slomchek now with 5. Galaner has it, drives, count it with a foul.
Shot.
Strong take there by the sophomore. And she'll get the chance to complete a 3-point play. Foul there is on number 25, Thornton, her second personal. Slomchek will get replaced by Southall. Galaner now with 12 points. Half of the points thus far are for the Spartans. And the free throw is good. Bloom, long baseball pass ahead, Thornton. She'll take a 15-foot jumper that's too strong. And she will tip it out.
Yep.
And it'll be off of Thornton in Spartan ball. .6:22 remaining here in the third quarter. 56-25 your score. Galaner has it, spin move inside. Tough shot, and she got fouled, and she'll go to the line to shoot 2. She might have even taken a swipe at Holliker's legs afterwards. I think that was Brems that was having a conversation to calm her down. And we'll have a timeout on the floor taken by CUC. It'll be a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here. 6:13 remaining in the third. 56-25 your score here at Geiseman. Well, we got the chance. I would love to thank all of our production staff this season. Joel Krenz, Irene Swift, Alexa Lamentini, Melissa Balkema, Dan Hasko at one point.
Yeah.
The list goes on and on. You have our wonderful stats team that allows us to bring you all the numbers from the game. Danny Garillo, Courtney Luciano, Nikki Crowley. I mean, the list goes on and on of everybody that's put in. Taylor Kolosowicz, everybody that's been a part of the staff. Really
a big squad this year. A big squad that helps out a lot.
It's been a big squad.
Uh-huh.
And you're one of our seniors.
I am. Yeah, I'll be moving on next year. We'll see where. We're not sure yet. At least
as long as it's not to one of the rival schools,
hey, don't worry.
We'll still love you.
Don't worry. I'm not going to Dominican.
6:13 remaining here in the third. 2 free throws for Galaner coming out of the timeout. First is off the mark, no good. Her first miss from the free throw line today was 5 of 5 up to that point. On the season, she is an 85% free throw shooter. And the second is good. Galaner now with 14. Aurora applying the full court pressure. Long pass across. Holliker for 3. It's good.
Doing what she does best.
That was normal range. She made it look easy. 10 points for the senior on 3 of 3 shooting from downtown. Right side, 3 for Brems is good.
That's their first three in a
First free in a long time.
Yeah, a long time.
Aurora now 2 of 12 shooting from deep. Left side, Holliker getting a screen from Core. Open look for three. It's good.
It again.
Holliker is now 4 for 4 from downtown. Having quite the senior night thus far. Galaner's short jumper, no good. Fight for the rebound, and it'll be tied up, and possession arrows will give it to CUC. CUC 11 of 24 shooting from downtown, a team that came in shooting just 24% from beyond the arc. Southall will bring it across, and Thornton will set it up. We come up on the midway point of quarter number 3. Left side, Bloom. Now under 10 to shoot. Bloom trying to get to the rim, and she's going to get fouled. A hip check came from Bailey Edwards on the drive. That'll be her second personal, second team foul, as Maya Robbie returns into the Spartan lineup, replacing Baumgartner. Southall to inbound. It'll be to Holliker. Holliker will get it again, screen from Core. 20 to shoot to Thornton.
Dangerous pass right there.
Another skip pass across.
Good ball movement.
Good hesitation there by Thornton. Her jumper will be off the mark. Fight for the rebound, and Robbie will bring it away. Edwards will set it up at the point. 3 from the left side. Brems is off the mark. Ramirez offensive board, and a putback is good with a foul.
Strong play right there.
Follows on number 20, Southall, her second. And she will be replaced by Ray. .404 remaining here in the third as we waited for Galaner to get her shoe tied.
That was a 5th foul, too, so every foul of the quarter is going to be free throws for Aurora.
And the N1 free throw is no good. And they're going to get a over-the-back foul called on Robbie. Foul on Robbie is her second personal. 4:04 remaining here in the third. Third team foul of the quarter. Aurora will pick up in the full court once again. Cougars leading by 31. They've led by as many as 34 points in this game. Aurora did hold a 7-point lead early on with 5:45 remaining in the first. That's when CUC started their really strong run in that half. Bloom had an open look but passed up on it. It's tipped away and stolen from Core. Ahead, Galaner. Pass inside is batted
Good
away by
right
Bloom
there.
and out of bounds. Jada Dixon will check back into the Cougar lineup, replacing Core. Thornton leads with 20 points for the Cougars, all of those coming in the first half. Holliker follows with 13. 3 off the left-hand side from Brems is no good. Fight for the rebound, and ends up in the hands of Bloom.
Ooh.
Her pass gets stolen away by Galaner. Crosses over, pull-up jumper from the baseline is good, and she is 16.
Really nice play right there.
Skip pass across Holliker. Extra pass, Bloom for 3 right side is off back iron, no good. Dixon will run down the rebound. Ray now left wide open for 3, and it's good.
Money.
Her first triple a day to go along with 2 rebounds and 3 assists. Under 3 to go here in the third quarter. Cougars leading comfortably, 65-33. Inside, and Robbie will go to line to shoot two as Dixon caught her on the arm.
Yeah, Dixon got a little anxious there.
Foul on Dixon is her fourth. 2 free throws coming here for Robbie. A 68% free throw shooter on the season. Robbie averages just over 13 points per game as Dixon gets replaced by Core. As Joel said earlier, Aurora, one of the top teams shooting from the free throw line, shooting just under 76% from the free throw line on the season, as the second is up and good. Robbie now with 9 points as CUC breaks the pressure. Thornton has it, and they'll set up the offense.
Yeah, Concordia slowing things down a bit. Good
Flipped inside Core. Layup no good with contact inside. Galaner did a good job staying straight up.
Great pick and roll by the Cougars. Good defense by Aurora.
20 to shoot here for the Spartans. High post, Robbie. 17-footer is no good. Offensive board put back up by Ramirez is no good. Thornton with her 5th rebound of the day. She's had quite the stat-stuffing line as that shot is swatted, but a foul will put Core at the line to shoot two. Foul on Robbie is her 3rd. But going back to Thornton, 20 points on 7 of 12 shooting, 4 threes, 5 rebounds, 6 assists, 2 blocks. As the first is up and good for Crystal Core.
That is a complete game from a complete player right there.
Core, a 69% free throw shooter on the season. One more to come here. She's 2 of 3 from the free throw line so far today. Second is up and good. Core now in double digits, 11 points to go along with 7 boards, closing in on another double-double. Already with 11 in her career. Drive to the basket and a foul be called. Thornton reached in.
I think she was trying to get that 3rd block of the day right there.
It'll send Edwards to the line to shoot 2. Foul on Thornton is her 3rd personal. Pace has definitely changed in this game. More whistles, first off, as the first is up and good. Second free throw is up and good for Edwards. 1:43 remaining here in the third. Pass goes long to Ray. CUC with numbers. Tilton will cue up an open 3. That's off front iron, no good. Fight for the rebound. Last touch off the hands of Brent.
The extra effort. Anna Carre with a poke.
.131 remaining here in the third. Three hoisted is no good. And it'll be brought away with by the Spartans. Ahead, Robbie in transition and an easy layup as CUC failed to get back. Fight for the loose ball. Robbie stole it away, and they're going to get Ray with a reach in. And CUC over the limit, so 2 free throws coming here for Aurora.
Yeah, last 2 possessions, CUC's been a little bit complacent. And I think, coach is making some subs.
2 shots coming here for Robbie, who's 3 of 4 from the free throw line today. Foul was on Ray, her 2nd of the day. First of 2 is up and good. Measle and Southall will return to the Cougar lineup, replacing Ray and Thornton. There's 1 minute and 8 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. Cougars leading by 27. Second free throw is up and good. Ahead, Bloom flips across Southall. She'll take a baseline 3 that comes up short. Fight for the rebound, and last touch by Robbie out of bounds. It'll be Cougar ball with a fresh 30. Tilton to inbound. It'll be to Southall. Handoff Bloom, left wide open, deep three from the right side is no good.
They go for 2 for 1 if they really want it. There they go.
Three up, Brems is good. And they're going to count. So they're going to count the basket. They'll call the foul after the shot. And it will be on Robbie.
Puts Core at the line.
So the basket was good. Aurora only has 4 players on the floor right now. Robbie's on the bench. Now she re-entered the floor. So the foul on Robbie is her 4th personal. The 3 was good for Brems, so she has 9 points. It puts Core at the line to shoot 2. And she converts the first. One more free throw coming here for Core. And it is good. Core now with 13 points.
Some confusion on the inbounds.
CUC continuing to pick up in the full court. They'll tip this one away, and it'll stay with the Spartans. 30 seconds exactly showing on the game clock here at Geiseman. 26 on the shot clock. Bloom hits the deck once again. It's been quite the battle between her and Galaner today.
Yeah.
Screen set. 3 for Galaners, off the mark, no good. Battle for the ball, and it'll be out of bounds. And it'll be Spartan ball. Shot clock turned off, 21 seconds exactly on the game clock. Cougars double off the inbound. Edwards will have it. Quick pull for 3 is no good. Measle will come away with it, and they're going to get Edwards for a foul. It'll be her 3rd personal. Both teams in a double bonus, so CUC will go to the line to shoot 2. Measle on the season is a 53% free throw shooter, 8 of 15. First of 2 is no good. One more to come, 14.5 seconds remaining here in the 3rd. Second shot is up and good, and the Cougars get it to 70-44. Aurora can take the last shot. Galaner splits the defender,
wow.
Strong take,
Good
and
take.
she puts it up and in. That'll do it for the 3rd quarter here at Geiseman. 70-46 your score after 3 quarters of play. 10 minutes remaining here in the season for the Cougar women. Cougar basketball powered by Lutheran Public Radio. Listen to sacred music anytime, anywhere on the LPR app.
I just wanted to get good grades and to do well. But it also made me realize that I have a lot of career goals.
You're there to get a full college experience, not only participate in your sport, but participate in things outside of that. And it's all about growing as a person.
My coaches have helped me with figuring out who I really am. Their lives are dedicated for us to succeed.
Back inside Geiseman Gymnasium. Once again, I'm CJ Sellner on the Cougar Sports Network. 70-46 your score here at Geiseman. CUC shooting 46% on the day. Aurora shooting 34. Aurora outscored CUC 26-20 there in that 3rd quarter. It's still the 2nd quarter that's the difference in this game, where CUC outscored the Spartans 31-5, where Aurora hit just 1 field goal in that quarter.
Wow.
Final 10 minutes coming up here from Geiseman. The men will follow, which will be 30 minutes following the conclusion of this one. Galaner leads the Spartans with 18 points on the day. Robbie has 13. Aurora's season will continue later this week when they begin conference playoff play. Where they will be playing is still yet to be determined. If results hold as is, most likely they'll head to Mequon to take on the Falcons. Aurora going left to right in the gray uniform. CUC in the home whites going right to left. On the floor to begin the fourth quarter, as we have a kicked ball. On the floor to begin the fourth quarter for CUC, it'll be Core, Bloom, Dixon, Southall, and Baumgartner. For the Spartans, it's Edwards, Brems, Baumgartner, Galaner, and Ramirez.
You heard a cheer from the fans of both Baumgartners are on the floor at the same time.
Galaner,
nice for the family.
Around baseline. Edwards to the rim, shot blocked away by Core. CUC comfortably in front by 24. Have led by as many as 34 so far today. Aurora had a lead with 5:45 remaining in the first at 11-4, and then CUC went on a tear from there. It was a 46-11 run from that 5:45 mark to close the second quarter. Core inside, shot blocked away by Ramirez. Recovered, and it'll be Spartan basketball. CUC with 19 points off of 15 Spartan turnovers, as they're going to get a foul on the Cougars. Number 24, Baumgartner, her first, team's first of the quarter. Kayla Holliker will return to the Cougar lineup. Three from the left side, well off the mark. And they're going to get a foul called on Dixon. And it will be Spartan ball with a fresh 30. And Dixon's day is done as she's fouled out.
And Thornton comes back on the floor. Leading scorer with 20 points on the day, all in the first half.
8:48 remaining here in the fourth. Dixon's day is done with 4 points, 4 rebounds, 2 blocks, and 2 steals. 3 from the right side from Brems is no good. Southall bring it down. She'll throw it quickly forward. Baumgartner did a good job recognizing that Aurora was able to get back defensively. Bloom at the top, now 10 to shoot. Bloom trying to make a move to get inside on Edwards. Shot was no good and into the hands of Galaner. Galaner has it, drives. Floater in the lane, no good. Fight for the rebound, and Thornton will bring it away. Baseball pass is turned right back over into the hands of the Spartans. Drive Edwards, lost it on the way inside, and it ends up in the hands of the Cougars. Drive to the basket, layup,
good. Bucket.
72-46, CUC leads it, their first basket of the quarter. Inside Ramirez, guarded by Southall, and Southall will get charged. That'll be the third personal on Southall, the freshman from Chicago. They'll send Ramirez to the line to shoot 2. On the season, Ramirez, a 87% free throw shooter, knocks down the first. Substitution on the Aurora side will be Maya Robbie. And for CUC, it'll be Crystal Core returning. CUC leading 72-47. Second Ramirez free throw is up and good. Aurora on the day, 15 of 20 from the free throw line. Inside Southall. And she'll get called for the travel as she dragged her back foot on the pump fake.
That 15 of 20, what I say, they're 75% on the year. Numbers don't lie.
And they're going to get a push-off on Galaner.
That's
her fourth.
I think at least 2 or 3 of those have been offensive. Bloom has been up in her grill all night.
So CUC with the 30. Inbound will be to Holliker at the top. Left side Southall. Swung back around the circle. Holliker has it.
Oh, she wanted it.
She wanted it.
She's
but
thinking about
wouldn't
it.
Take it. She'll get it again.
Oh,
Swung now Southall, and she'll get called for a travel on the pump fake. Twelfth turnover for CUC on the day. Galaner has it. Shot inside. Count it with a foul. Strong take there by the sophomore. Foul will be on Holliker. That's her third. Team fourth. 6:39 remaining here in the fourth. 2 free throws coming for Galaner. Excuse me, 1 free throw off the make. Offensive board, though, for Robbie off the miss. Now Galaner pulls from 3, and it's good. And Aurora takes a timeout. It'll be a 30-second timeout. They'll have 1 remaining. 6:33 remaining in the fourth. Just like that, now Aurora trying to climb back into this one slowly. It's a 19-point game.
Yeah, they're going behind their leading scorer, Julie Galaner. And, I mean, she's kind of taken control these past few possessions. Hitting a 3 and 1 free throw. 19 points is a big hill to climb, but it's not impossible.
6:33 remaining in the fourth. Galaner now with 23 points on the day. It'll be Cougar ball coming out of the timeout. 6:33 remaining here in the fourth at Geiseman. Cougar basketball brought to you by Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A in Melrose Park. Eat more chicken. Men's side will take place 30 minutes following the conclusion of this one, as Measles' pass gets deflected. CUC trying to break the Aurora pressure, and they do ahead. Holliker, open look for 3, is well strong. It's her first miss on 5 attempts.
She was too close that time. She was right by the 3-point line. You got to be at least 10 feet behind it.
Robbie will take a long 2 that's off front iron. Offensive board is put back up, no good. A third chance is finally converted by Ramirez. Skip pass across, and Bloom will dribble it out. Right side, Thornton. Inside core, and her pass was too hot for Measle as the shot clock was running down, and it's out of play. Spartans looking to crawl back in, still with over 5.5 minutes to go.
I got to give a lot of credit to Aurora. They were down big, but they didn't give up. They're still playing hard.
Pass across, Brems for 3, off front iron, no good. Offensive board will continue the possession, though. Aurora on a 9-0 run over the last 2 minutes. Screen set, Galaner, step back jumper with a hand in her face is no good. Measle ahead to Bloom. Back to Bloom, passed up on an open 3. At this point, if you're CUC with this lead, you still just want to try to run some clock.
You can run off 30 seconds every time, get a shot.
Right side, Holliker. Measle had it go through her hands, now under 10 to shoot to Thornton. Gets a screen from court, takes a 3 from the top, it's off the mark, no good. Fight for the
Good
rebound,
effort.
and Measle will have it. And we'll have a timeout on the floor taken by Coach Rosengarten. It will be a full timeout on the floor. We'll take one too. 4:35 remaining here at Geiseman. 72-55 your score.
being a part of the different activities and organizations that I've been a part of, I'm actually able to see myself where I'm like, hey, I actually can make a change. I'm one person that can make a difference.
Division III has helped me to develop teamwork skills, critical thinking skills, time management skills.
It's not just about basketball, or it's not just about school, it's about developing yourself as a person altogether.
Back inside Geiseman, once again, I'm CJ Sellner with Joel Krenz. Irene Swift on the camera for us today here as the Cougars hold a 72-55 lead here at Geiseman with 4:35 remaining in the fourth. Galaner with 23 to lead all scorers here. Thornton with 20 points for CUC. Holliker and Core both with 13. Aurora on a 9-0 run over the last 3 minutes. It'll be CUC ball coming out of the timeout. And as you said, Joel, run some clock. You can get away. If you run 30 seconds off and don't get a score, it's okay right now.
You can run clock because you know Aurora's going to take a quick shot whenever they get the ball down there. You run clock. Time is.
Oh, Ludwig will pop a three. That's too strong. Core with an offensive board.
Good effort.
Holliker will cue up a three from the left side, and it's good. What do we know, Joel?
This is why I quit basketball. This is why.
Back to a 20-point advantage as Galaner got fouled before the shot. It'll result in 2 free throws anyway. Foul is on number 4, Ludwig. Her first personal. Holliker now with 16 points on 5 of 6 shooting, all of those from 3. First of 2 for Galaner is up and good. One more free throw to come. Galaner came in averaging just under 20 points per game, leading the conference in scoring. She'll retain that scoring lead for sure and will close in on a 20-point average. Holliker for another, and it's off the mark. Bloom with the offensive board. Inside Core wanted to find Thornton, but good job by Ramirez to cut in front of Thornton. Foul called as Bloom got tripped up with Galaner. Foul on Bloom will be her 4th personal. 2 free throws coming for Galaner, who's 7 of 10 from the charity stripe tonight. Aurora is a team 16 of 23 from the free throw line for 69%. First of 2 is up and good. Second Galaner free throw is good. 3:49 remaining in the fourth. Thornton in trouble. And CUC does a good job of breaking the press. Holliker, left side 3, off back iron, no good. Fight for the rebound, and it'll be out of bounds. Last touch by the Spartans, it'll be Cougar ball. Thornton inbound to Bloom. CUC working with a fresh 30. Can run clock here, leading 75-58. Skip passes across to Ludwig. Bloom has it, 3, comes up short. Galaner brings it down. Cougars applying the pressure, now leave her wide open. Look for 3 is good.
Not what you want to do to leading scorer in the conference. That gives her 29 points for the day.
Galaner with 29. Her high this season is 39, which came against Benedictine. This will be the 14th time this season the sophomore guard has scored 20 or more in a game, as that layup's no good out of the hands of Robbie. Fight for the rebound, it'll be tied up. Possession arrow favors CUC. .257 remaining in the fourth. Once again, Joel, try to limit the possessions here in this game if you're CUC. Ludwig wants to drive down the far side and got fouled. Aurora with plenty of fouls to give, so that'll be just the second team foul of the quarter. First personal on Brems. Aurora on a 15-3 run over the last 4.5 minutes. Bounce pass from Ludwig was thrown away. And it will be Spartan basketball once again.
Aurora's press is doing what they wanted it to do. They're speeding up the Cougars, making them make mistakes they wouldn't normally make.
Inbound will be ahead. Inside Ramirez, layup is good. Aurora has just one timeout remaining, so CUC has 3. Pass thrown away by Bloom. With a 3, Aurora can make this a single-digit game. Inside Ramirez, and they're going to get Thornton with a foul. She came across the arms. Now Ramirez to go to the line to try to make this a 10-point game. Foul will be called on Thornton, her 4th. Ramirez to the line. She's 2 of 3 from the free throw line tonight. Has 8 points. First of 2 is up and good, and you can sense the hesitancy in this Cougar fan section.
There's
now.
a little tension here in the building right now. Cougars are a little rattled right now.
2:28 remaining in this one. And the free throw's up and good, and it's a 10-point game. CUC led by as many as 34 points here so far. Aurora's trying to get back in it. Southall to the rim, layup, and an offensive foul. Again, that's something you need to pull out.
You just have though you think you have a wide open lane, that is exactly what Aurora wants you to do.
So Coach Rosengarten smartly takes a timeout. It'll be a full timeout. Get this young Cougar crew in order. It's a 10-point game here at Geiseman. Full timeout on the floor. 2:22 remaining in the fourth in a 10-point game.
College has given me the flexibility to pursue my passions and my interests, and I've recreated my identity for myself aside from just being an athlete.
My greatest personal discovery has been that I am capable of doing things that I didn't know I was capable of doing.
To be able to study what I wanted to and continue to play the sport I love, all of those things came together very nicely in one package in Division III.
Back inside Geiseman Gymnasium once again. 2:22 remaining in the fourth. Aurora making a run at it. They're on a 22-5 run over the last 7:51. 10-0 run over the last minute 51, Joel. Little inexperience on the Cougar side, but a lot of heart on the Aurora side. They could have easily checked out when they were down at the half, already in the playoffs, but give them credit for making this a game once again.
I love the effort by Aurora. They're taking advantage of the inexperience of the Cougars. I want to hear what their coach told them at halftime, or at least at the end of the third quarter, because they've come out firing. And it helps when you're actually making your shots, too. You're not 1 for 11 from three-point land.
CUC has turned it over 12 times here in the second half. Aurora has turned it over just 6. 2:22 remaining in this one. It'll be Aurora ball coming out of the timeout, trying to make it a single-digit game once again. Foul trouble for both teams. Dixon has already fouled out for CUC. Bloom, Southall, and Thornton all with 4 apiece. Foul will be on Anna Correa. That's her 3rd. Foul trouble on the Aurora side. Robbie and Galaner are both with 4 personals. Galaner to the line to shoot 2 after the foul. She's 9 of 12 from the free throw line with 29 points tonight. First of 2 is up and good. 3-possession game here at Geiseman. Second free throw is no good. Offensive board, Ramirez, putback is good. Now a 7-point game. Ahead to Bloom.
Run some clock right here.
Backed off Thornton. Bloom is the best free throw shooter on the floor for CUC. Aurora electing not to foul. Under 10 to shoot for CUC.
Triple team on
Holliker
Kayla.
in trouble, and it's stolen away. Final 100 seconds here at Geiseman, and an offensive foul called on Galaner.
That's her 5th.
And the leading scorer for the Spartans has just fouled out of this game. A huge call. Galaner and Bloom had been going at it all day long. Galaner fouls out with 30 points on 9 of 16 shooting, 10 of 14 from the free throw line, 6 rebounds.
She had a great game.
She showed why she's a top scorer in the NAC, that's for sure. But that's a huge break if you're a Cougar fan.
Bold strategy by Bloom. Take that.
We'll see if the Spartans decide to foul here. They still have 1 to give, so they can get aggressive. If I'm the Cougars, I stay outside the three-point line and make him come get me until the shot clock's running down. Core to Thornton. Backed out Holliker. The senior for 3, and it rims out no good. Aurora's got to go here, trailing by 7. Inside Ramirez, double team, kicked, Robbie, long 2 is good. And it's a 5-point game as we hit the final minute of play.
You can get it down to around 30, 35 seconds here if you milk all the clock.
And again, if you're the Spartans, you have a foul to give yet.
Yeah.
So you should get very aggressive in the passing lanes. I'd be up in Bloom's grill. Bloom kicks Thornton, under 10 to shoot again.
I'm surprised they haven't fouled at all.
Spin move, Bloom. Thornton for 3, hoisted it up at the buzzer, no good. And Edwards will come away with the rebound. Under 30 to go. Edwards to Robbie, shot inside, and a foul put her at the line to shoot 2. Foul is on Ray, her 4th.
Two free throws here can make it a 1-possession game.
Robbie is 5 of 6 from the free throw line today. A 68% free throw shooter on the season. First is good. The second one means a lot here. Now if you're the Spartans, though, you have to, we talked about that foul to give. They really, you have to foul immediately with the shot clock turned off. A big second shot here coming for the Spartans. Both teams with 1 timeout left apiece. 20 seconds showing. Robbie is unable to make it a 3-point game. Aurora's got a foul.
Got a foul.
They get a late whistle to finally get the foul called. Still 1 more to give. Foul will be on number 20, Brems, her 2nd.
You have to foul immediately when the ball goes in. As soon as possible.
13.4 seconds remaining in this one. Inbound will be to Bloom. And they'll get a foul called on Brems. And they'll put the best free throw shooter of the Cougars at the line, trying to ice this one out.
That's who the Cougars want.
Bloom on the season, an 83% free throw shooter, 50 of 60. 1 of 2 from the free throw line, or excuse me, 1 of 2 from the free throw line tonight. Too many numbers in my head. First is up and good. Second means a lot here because that would make it a full 2-possession game. Substitution for CUC. They will bring in Deja Southall.
It's a defensive substitution right there.
Second Bloom free throws long, no good. Fight for the rebound. Tied up, possession arrow favors Aurora. And Aurora's going to take the timeout to advance the ball.
Last timeout of the day for them.
It'll be a full timeout on the floor taken by the Spartans. It'll be their final timeout. We'll take one too. 9.8 seconds remaining here at Geiseman. 76-71 your score.
I just wanted to get good grades and to do well. But it also made me realize that I have a lot of career goals.
You're there to get a full college experience, not only participate in your sport, but participate in things outside of that. And it's all about growing as a person.
My coaches have helped me with figuring out who I really am. Their lives are dedicated for us to succeed.
Back inside Geiseman Gymnasium once again, CJ Sellner, Joel Krenz, and Irene Swift here bringing you action this Saturday afternoon. What has turned into be an interesting contest here. Aurora outscoring CUC 25-6 here in the fourth quarter. They've made what was a 37-point deficit at one point a 5-point deficit with under 10 to go. Aurora ball to inbound. They're going to need a quick basket and a foul. They'll run Brems off the screen. Inside Ramirez, shot blocked away by Core. Aurora's out of timeout. CUC has one. Aurora's got to be quick. It'll be to Robbie. Jumper up and good. 3-point game. 2.9 seconds remaining, and Coach Rosengarten will take the final timeout of her day to advance the ball on the near side.
She has a 30 left.
It'll be a 30. We'll keep it right here. 2.9 seconds remaining in the fourth here at Geiseman. You talk about the start CUC had. Just that second quarter where you outscored 31-5. You thought this game was over.
I thought.
And you come into this game thinking CUC has nothing to play for. Aurora has to play for seeding. Basically, they control their own destiny, whether they're going to go to Lakeland or CU Dub if they lost the game, or if you won the game, you stay and play Dominican on Wednesday night when the playoffs get started.
Yeah, the Aurora that I expected to see this whole game, they came out in the fourth quarter. And let me tell you, when they're playing on clicking on all cylinders like they are right now, this could be a scary team to face in the playoffs.
2.9 seconds remain here at Geiseman. It'll be Tilton inbound in front of the Cougar bench. Both teams without a timeout remaining. And they're going to foul Bloom before the inbound. That's a lucky break for the Spartans. You're going to have to foul regardless. Now Bloom will go to the line without any time being run off the clock. Chance to ice the game. Bloom needs one here. The best free throw shooter on this Cougar team is 2 for 4 today. First of two is short, no good. Big one coming. So 2.9 seconds remaining.
Concordia not even going for the rebound, just going to guard the three-point line.
The sophomore to have a big moment here. And the free throw's good.
Ice in her veins.
That will do it. The last heave is
good.
My
goodness.
Good thing you made the free throw. Despite the last second shot. Cougars winners here today, 77-66. What a performance here. What a game. That's an instant classic.
If you'd have told me what this game would have been like before this game even started, I would have never believed you.
And what a performance. You talk about having a senior day. Kayla Holliker might be the hero of this game. 16 points, 4 rebounds. She goes out in a big way.
You couldn't ask for a better way to end your career here at Concordia.
Michaela Thornton leads CUC with 20 points on 7 of 14 shooting. Kayla Holliker with 16. Crystal Core with 13 points to go along with 11 rebounds. Another double-double to her resume, the 12th of her career. For the Spartans, Julie Galaner leads with 30 points on 9 of 16 shooting. Robbie finishes with 18 and Ramirez with 12 as the Spartans shoot 37% on the day. Once again, CUC 77-76 winners here. CUC led by as many as 34, but Aurora came on strong. But the Cougars get the late free throw from Sam Bloom to ice the game as the Cougars pick up a season-closing win. They end the season with an 8-17 record, a 6-4 record here at Geiseman, and an 8-12 record in the NACC. The Spartans head to the postseason with an 11-13 overall record, a 4-8 record on the road, and an 11-9 record in the NACC. For the whole production staff, Joel Krenz, Irene Swift, and everybody that has been part of Cougar women's basketball this season, I thank you for tuning in, and I thank all of my staff that has helped to make all these broadcasts possible. One more coming up. Stick around. The men's side will kick off here in just over a half an hour from Geiseman. Once again, for the final time this season in women's basketball, 77-73 your final, or excuse me, 73-76 your final here at Geiseman. Have a good night, and we will talk to you on the men's side in just a half an hour.